Hello, all my YouTube fans. How are you today? Well, thank you for tuning in today's blog. If you're wondering what I'm doing today, I'm going to show you how to make a switched outlet. Kind of sound like this. Just a standard on and off switch with a standard outlet and a couple of different tools, scissors, wire strippers, a screwdriver, mini flathead, and also a wire cutters, and also your Zactyl blade as well. Now, a couple of things I am doing, and it's not the right way to do it, is this is not the proper way to ground the box with the ground screw. And this is not the proper cover either for it, but that's all I have. But first thing we're going to do is we're just going to hook up all the grounds together. Every single ground. Twist all those together. Get a wire on it. Get that good on nice and tight. And after that, then I will wrap it with electrical tape. And we'll put the neutral and the hard one as well. And this is a bit more trickier because you kind of have to put this in a different way. Grab your screwdriver. And just wrap this around the screw. I am using a stranded cable for this project. Still a little bit more flexible to work with. But it's a real pain in the butt to kind of stay together. Alright, be right back. Well, we finally got this Philly cable in here on this side. Now we get to screw it down, make sure it's nice and tight. Now, warning, don't try this at home if you don't know anything about electrical. And we kind of have that a little bit too tight with the cable. Well, we gotta make sure we don't have the cable touching, or the insulation touching the screw. I think that looks pretty good. And you can see, that's the reason why you want to strip your wire back a little bit more. And I think that's what I might just do to give this more of an extra length. Well, now it's time to hook up the neutral, the return line of the outlet. And yes, I am going to put electrical tape on the switch, the outlet, and the wire nut as well. The one thing I like to do first is I always like to hook up the grounds first. And that's just one of your safety kind of things. Now, if the screw is being a little bit of pain to wrap the wire around, you can take it back out, retwist it, give it a little bit nice of a twist, and try to wrap it around the screw the best you can. And definitely hold that in place. Yep. Now sometimes this will happen. You can put it any which way you want it. You can put it here, here, the neutral here, and the hot on that side. You just gotta make sure you wrap it around nice. If you don't wrap the stuff around the screw right, it's not going to work. And I think that's going to look nice. Now, this I'm going to turn upside down, and I'm just going to put it that way. And I'm going to put the electrical tape on. Now it's time to put electrical tape on the outlet. I did the wire nut and I did the switch. And this does helps to keep everything kind of nice and neat as well. And of course, because this is metal, you ain't gonna get any like arcing if you don't put electrical tape on the plugs. Don't have to, but it's just something I like to do. I think it's just a extra caution kind of thing. Now, it's a couple different ways you can do these outlets. You can make the one side switched on one side always hot all the time, but I'm just going to do it with the whole thing being switched at the same time. And there you go. There's my electrical tape job. Nicely neat. Cut it off. Give it some good old stickins. And when this slams against the chassis when you pull it out, you ain't gonna get shocked or anything. And there you go. Now, one thing we gotta do is put the end of the plug on and test it. And I gotta mount this to my Dressel. And after that, put the cover plate on. It's gonna go this way. This. And that's what it's gonna look like. Well, I'll show you once it's all completely done. Alright, we finally got the plug-in on. It was a bit tricky with this style of plug because I modded it a little differently to use a solid copper instead of stranded. But I had to kind of redesign it a bit. Here's your ground, your hots on that side, and also your neutral. And it looks ready to test out. And we're going to see how well it's going to actually work. All you have to do is just put this in the back in here. Hopefully it will go back in there. There we go. Take your screwdriver and go ahead and screw all your screws down. And that's the dog balking. Now, of course, everything here is 15 amps. Anyways, should be all good. Tighten down your clamp here for your electrical cord. For your wires don't pull apart. Now, you're wondering why I didn't put any electrical tape on that side. Is I couldn't. I could if I wanted to, but that's okay. Now, a moment of truth, is this going to work, or is this going to blow up? We have everything wired quickly. We do not have the cover on yet, because we're going to be mounting this on my Dressel. We're going to put this on here, but I need a extension cord to see if this is going to work. Before I test this, we're going to test this GFCI outlet I made, just to make sure it has quick power, and that is good though. I'm going to put this all over here. Alright, that plugged off. Well, I'm hoping this is not going to explode on you. Yeah, and then yeah. Okay, now we turn the power on. It's off right now. Let's see. Ah! Looks awesome. That's good. Alright, now it's time for me to mount it to my Dressel, and I'll show you what that looks like. Well, here is where my switched outlet's going to go. This is where I mounted it, and I don't like always drilling anything in my Dressel. But if you need to mount something, of course you're gonna have to put a couple holes and stuff. Now, if you can notice where this black wire is, this is my overhead lighting over my desk. And the one thing I used to use, I took out. I no longer am going to use it. But let's go ahead and mount this to here. And yes, I know it looks kind of ghetto and it's not the right plate. This is not plugged in yet or anything like that. Just mounted it. And I left the wires a little bit longer while I can do some finagling with the cables. Now, they do make a proper plate for this. I will get that a little later. Thing to put the screw in. And then put the bottom screw in. Look down here and see if it's going to line up nice. Now, of course, the holes are a bit stripped on this old box. Well, there we go. We are now finally going to plug it in and test it. By doing that, I just gotta go to the bottom section of my outlet set and plug this guy in. Bam! Switched outlet. On. Off. Sweet. Alright, if you guys are brand new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment down below. Please like, please share. Peace out. Bye guys and girls. We'll hopefully see you in the next vlog. Peace out from your boy Chris.